Alright, I'm glad that we have that set up well.
Are you guys recording now?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is of the utmost importance.
You found it now, so.
I got this shit under control over this one. That's a Japanese KFC commercial.
Oh my god! I love it. My toe.
I win!
Fuck! Yeah! I'm not gonna say fuck America because, but
Japanese KFC. There's a guy on a motorcycle.
I will never eat American KFC again. Only Japanese. Japanese KFC is where it's at.
I got shit going on over here. You guys have fun.
Alright, but this is where it starts getting good.
It starts getting good.
Doesn't matter.
It's really good.
I'm taking one last shot.
So good.
At the bottom.
Are you going to upload the first 2 videos?
I can give them to you if you want them.
That would be great.
That would be excellent.
But not right now. Because you've got shit going on over there,
yeah.
and we have shit going on over here.
And you're going to have to give us the videos that we're doing.
Okay. Forbiden fruit. The Tempation of Edward Cullen. Author's note. No flames, please. There's no point. If you don't like my story, don't read it. It is as simple as that. BT dub. Atlantiana is not Mary Sue. Because, look, she is not perfect, and not everyone in the story likes her. She has problems, and she has flaws, and she's unhappy. Would you like her life? I know I wouldn't. It's totally tragic and horrible. You flamers aren't even making sense, one. Chapter 4. La Push. I sat quietly on the La Push beach, apart from the party that was going on beside me. Mike Newton was following me round like a pulpy, and he was so boring. None of the things he had to say were interesting, but I was nice to him because he wasn't a bad guy. My thoughts were elsewhere. I couldn't stop thinking about the events of last night, when Uncle Larry had raped me, and I had had my scary vision in the forest, and a tall, pale guy in my mind had killed me his daughter. I didn't understand any of it. I felt so awful that I had been rapped by that hideous pervy sicko when I had been saving myself for the right guy and for marriage, and my virginity was torn from my grasp by that twisted guy. It was so cruel and unfair. It made me want to cry. OMG, Mike! What are you doing talking to her? I turned round and saw 4 nasty faces leering at us. It was the cheerleaders I had seen in the cafeteria, and one of them was the girl dating Udard Cullen, the brown-haired girl who was standing at the back looking moody but not saying anything. Stop being mean, Jessica, Mike said angrily. Tia's awesome, and if you can't see that, it's just you being blind and shallow and stupid like all your ways are. Yeah, I mean, look at her clothes. She looks like a stupid goth biatch, with her slutty top and short skirt and fit net tights. Is she a rat hooker or what? Jessica screamed. She was really ugly when she shouted, even though she was technology, a hot chick, and was dressed in skimpy pink clothes. You know. What, Jess? You and your friends are so shallow, and you are the real slut. You and Bella and Angela and Lauren may wear short skirts and low-cut tops and stuff, but that doesn't make you beautiful. It's what underneath that counts, Mike shouted. Yeah, speaking of which, said a sly blonde girl in the gang who was called Lauren, pointing at me. Watts, with her breasts. They are huge. I bet they are fake, she laughed, and her friends all laughed too, even Bella and Angela, who had been quiet until then. I got up and pushed past them, and ran away into the darkness. I could hear them all laughing at me, and I felt so embarrassed. I was relay sensitive about the waste I looked. I hated the fact that it made all girls hate me, and all guys stare at me. I would have given anything to be ugly or just inviolable. I wasn't stuck up, and didn't think I was better than anyone else because of how I looked. I just wanted people to treat me like a normal person. I couldn't help being slim and blonde with relay big boobs. It wasn't my fault. I hadn't done anything wrong.
Relay big boobs.
Are you okay? Said someone from beside me. Who are you? I asked. 3 really pretty goth girls were standing there, smiling at me, and I smiled back. We are Tiffany, Abigail, and Rochelle, they said, smiling. You seem cool. Do you want to be our friends? Because she's more than one person. Yeah, of course. I'm just a bit melancholy because those horrible cheerleaders were being mean jerks and saying my boobs were fake, I said. OMG, you mean Jessica and Bella's gang? They hate us too because we don't care what they think, said Tiffany. They're just jealous because you're the prettiest girl in the school now and they're all plain next to you, but we don't care about stuff like that. We only care about people's personalities. Cool, I said, and we talked for hours. I talked to Tiffany, Rachel, and Abigail for hours, and they were so cool. I'd never had proper friends before who didn't care what I looked like or where I came from. They just liked me for me, and I liked them because they were uber cool and we had loads of stuff in common. But after a while, they all went home, and I stayed on the beach. It was getting late, but I didn't want to go home to Uncle Larry in case he raped me on his car again. Suddenly, I heard a voice from behind me. Suddenly. Well, Tia, thou seem to be causing quite a stir at school. His voice was smooth and sexoid and from another time. Edward. What do you mean? I demanded. Basically, every gay at school wants to have sex with thee, and every girl wants to eat thee alive for it. How's that for causing a stir, my lady? He smiled and kissed my neck. Shut up, jerk! BT Dub, I met your girlfriend before Bella, I think her name is. I don't like her or anything, but how the hell can you cheat on her like that and kiss me how you did? It's sick, you're a cheating bastard, and I should tell everyone. Tiffany told me you and Bella are like the school's golden couple or something. What? What happened if I told people how you had acted in that corridor with me? OMG, sweet lady, thou must not tell anyone, he screamed. It was a moment of madness, that's all. I'm so sorry for what happened. I hope thine can forgive me, but I've promised myself to Bella, and that's just how it is, no matter how much thou interests me. Fine, then stay away from me, I shouted as I left to go home, but he followed me and grabbed me and pushed me down on the grind. I was burning with anger and fury, but I wanted him so deftly I didn't even try to resist him. He knew how much I wanted him, and it drove me mad. He put his hands beside my panties, and I gasped. I was suddenly desperate to sex with him, and I tore my clothes off, and I was in my underwear. I took off my bra and showed him my naked heaving beasts. Have sex with me now, Edward, I whispered. I can't, he said, although his body was on top of mine and his fingers touched my nipples. Please, I'm begging you, I said, hating myself for being such a dirty whore, but unable to control my burning desire. No! He shouted and ran away, crying. I put my clothes back on slowly, feeling so ashamed and embarrassed I could hardly move. I couldn't believe I had begged him to do sex on me, and even worse, he had said no. I went home, and Uncle Larry made me cook his dinner and suck his cock while he ate his food, and then he raped me and hit me with a shoe all night. And I didn't even complain because I felt like I deserved it for being such a horrible slut, even though it made me want to die inside. Uncle Larry finally left me alone. I thought about killing myself as I cried and cried as I fell slowly into dreamless sleep.
There's a lot of rape in this story.
Run!
It's
Rape!
It's not believable or pitiable unless rape.
Suddenly,
Suddenly.
rape.
Suddenly.
Suddenly rape.